This is our second one of the day. We were previously on Assassin's Creed Valhalla for 40th live stream, and now we are back with GT Sport. So, if you haven't seen much of my channel previously, GT Sport was where it all started for me. I first started doing YouTube by doing Gran Turismo Sport videos and posting them. That's how I started YouTube. And I took a little bit of a break from GT Sport. I've done bits and pieces offline, online, but today I thought we'd come back and do online daily races. But it has been a while. So bear with me while I quickly do the YouTube side. But yeah, I'm not the fastest person in the world, but I'm okay. I'm currently class B driver rating, I'm pretty sure, but we'll have a look at that in a minute. I just want to get the YouTube stuff filled in, and then we'll go from there. Nearly finished. Like I say, it's been a while since I've properly raced Gran Turismo Sport, so I may be very, very rusty. It's the kind of game where you need to be doing it consistently to get good. It is one of those where practice is the only way of getting better at this. Yeah, you've got to. The more you do it, the better you are, and it does take a lot of practice. Massive thank you to everyone that watched this morning's live stream of Valhalla, and a massive thank you to everyone that has seen and watched these shorts. They are flying with views. A couple of dislikes, quite a lot of likes, more likes than dislikes. I will say once again, I said it earlier in the previous live stream, if you dislike a video, that's fine, but at least comment and say why. Tell me what the issue is. The only way of me knowing is by people telling me. I just need to check the sound. Right, I think I need to turn the sound down. Menu sound is horrendous. Trying to remember how to do this. Menu. We'll turn it off. I think that's fine. Okay, so this week's daily races, I've not looked. The only thing I will say about GT Sport is trying to do a live chat whilst doing GT Sport is difficult because you have to concentrate. Hello Keller, how are you? So obviously, my voice is starting to go. It's not the easiest thing to do. You want to see the cars? Okay, we'll have a look at the cars before we do the races. I've not done this for a while, so I'm trying to work out how we see them. Garage. The Audi TT, I can need to change the livery on that because that looks horrible. I did it as a laugh. So yeah, Bugatti, Aston Martin Vantage, Audi R8, Porsche 911. I've got loads. It depends if you want to see an actual car, what car. There is loads. the Bugatti. This is the Group 1 Bugatti. VGT. So yeah, there's so many cars. You've got to be specific to which one you want to see. It's not that easy to just show you all the cars. But yeah, there's quite a lot on here. I've got Ferraris. You've got the Lamborghini Huracan. Used to use that a lot. But yeah, I haven't used it properly in a while. Ferrari Veneno. Yeah, you can play this offline. The only part that's online is the sport side. You've got a campaign mode, driving school, challenges, circuit experiences. You've got an arcade. Sport mode is the only mode that is online, so you can play it offline. And this week's daily races, there's 3 to choose from. You've got the Subaru Impreza Coupe, the Tsukuba Circuit. I don't even know how to pronounce that. So you've got to use that car. We've got Autodrome Lago Maggiore. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly either. Group 4, so you can use any Group 4 car. And then there's the Group 1 Circuit de Spa Francorchamps. Yeah, it has VR. VR is only good in single player though. I will say that. I don't think you can race anyone else in VR. So yeah, these are the 3 daily races this week. They're not daily anymore. It used to be they changed daily. Now it changes weekly. But this is this week's 3 daily races. These will be on all week till next Monday. I think we shall start with daily race A. We've got 10 minutes to see if we can another game on your list. We've got to use their car, which is Subaru Impreza Coupe. Why is this? Oh, I know why. I've just realised, and I knew I was meant to do this earlier. My PlayStation Plus ran out on my single player account. My plan was to do it on my multiplayer account because that's what I'm using. But I completely forgot I needed to do this. Yeah, we can do it on that. And it won't let me do sport mode until I'm done. Okay, cool, done. Didn't take too long. Just took me a couple of minutes to do it. Okay, so we can pick a colour. We'll go for blue. Oh, yeah, it's fine. We're all back, we're all good. Cool. So yeah, I've just bought the PlayStation Plus on my multiplayer account. I was waiting for it to run out on my single player because I don't use my single player. So we need to practice the circuit and try and set a decent time. I haven't got it ran out yesterday, my PlayStation Plus. So basically my second account, this multiplayer account I use for YouTube and generally everything now, was using my single player account's PlayStation Plus. It ran out yesterday and I forgot I needed to renew it today. No one I know has actually been doing this yet. Okay, car settings. Always take traction control off. Traction control is slower on this. I think I know the circuit. I don't know for sure. I have turned a lot of the sounds down. I do know the circuit, but I don't know it in these cars. But we've got 10 minutes till the race starts, and I've gone too fast on that corner. It's always a good start to try and set a decent lap time. Torque distribution. So with this car, you can actually change the torque settings. I am playing manual on a controller. And like I say, it's been a while since I've tried to do well at GT Sport. I've had a couple of races just for fun. Oh, we didn't even look what a good time was actually either, did we? So I've just got to get. I've not really used this car that much, so I'm just trying to get used to the car. before we set a competitive, or hopefully competitive lap. I don't even know what a good lap is without looking. I should really look. We shall see. Brake balance, if we go to the front, slide it round the corner, although sliding does slow you down obviously. This won't be the best lap in the world, as with a bad start. I'm assuming a good lap will be under a minute would be a good lap, I'd assume. But we'll know when we hit the race, it's not a problem. And obviously your lap time will determine where you start in the race. Yeah, I've turned a lot of the sounds down, so the actual car sounds may be lower than it should be. This is the daily race A for this week. We'll improve their time. And like I say, I don't know what the optimal times are. Did that first corner badly. Yeah, so our time of 1:08 might be absolutely rubbish compared to what a lot of people are doing. Definitely not the cleanest of this car. I'm still trying to use this car. It's not a car I've used previously, I don't think. If I have, not very much. And yeah, I still have the cones on for brake markers, just because I'm still learning. A lot of the tracks, I like to have them on. You normally get knocked out of the way pretty early. We'll probably need to brake harder there, because we actually lost time. Oh no, we gained a bit of time, improved the lap a little bit. A bit quicker through the first corner. Slower through the second by the looks of it. No, we did improve. Missed the apex there. Can we just hold the car on just? Brake a little bit later. So we were improving, we were slow around that corner there. Braking a little bit earlier for this one. We will improve our time by the looks of it. Hello Gaming, how are you? Yeah, we improved our time. Not massively, like I say, I don't know how good that time is. I haven't actually looked at the top times. Normally I would, and the aim for me has always been within 3 seconds. That was a bad corner. So what we'll do, we'll come out of this now. We'll have a look at the top times. I have done previously, I haven't done for a while. But yeah, I do race with the Lambo. So our best time was a 107.8. We can have a look at the best times in the world. So 104 to 105 are the best times in the world. 104.7. 105, 106. So we're just outside of the 3 seconds time. Because I'm only driver rank B, I normally... I'm in the wrong gear really. I normally aim for within 3 seconds of the top time in the world, and I'm just 0.1 of a second out of that. At this point. So we need to improve our time a little bit to be within that 3 seconds. I didn't change it. I was looking at this torque distribution. This car slides a little bit, more than you kind of want it to. I think we took that better. This is going to be a slow lap, I'm sure, compared to what we have done. This track's not long enough to actually feel the full speed of this car, I must admit. Daily race B looks quite a good one in terms of race pace wise, and I can use a Lambo in that. The only problem with the Lambos around corners, they are difficult to control. Got to get the control right. Right, now we need to try and beat our best time. We've got a couple of laps before the race starts to try and beat it by the looks of it. I wonder if that should be first gear around that first corner. Right, too wide. Just testing out the track limits to see how far we could push it. 3 minutes to the race start to try and get our time down. Few last lesson laps, nice. Obviously in races it becomes a different kettle of fish as people will start, they can try and push you off, things like that, so races are a different kettle of fish to qualifying. Right, let's try for a good lap. Tried first gear, but it's definitely a lot slower than first, so I think second is definitely the ideal gear through there. Cut the corner nicely. A lot of acceleration control needed on this track. The car's obviously faster than the track allows, so I think you do need to control the throttle a lot to try and get it smooth. Try and keep it nice and tight to the inside. Yeah, obviously with this chat isn't as easy to look at and respond to, so bear with me if it takes a little bit of a time sometimes. Yeah, I was considering doing one tonight, but I'm in two minds, so I'm not 100% sure yet. It depends how I'm feeling tonight. But 2 streams in a day is quite a bit. I'm deep into there. Will I improve my time? I only need to improve. Well, I need to improve by quite a bit really to beat my best lap. New fastest lap. And then the race will be starting any minute. A bit slow on the acceleration there. What are you saying sorry for, Gaming? There we go. First race of the day. I'm not massively a massive fan of this combination car track. We're fifth fastest. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. A 107, a 164 is the fastest. I don't think our lap was brilliant. I think Daily Race B will be one of the better races, and possibly Daily Race C. Oh, yeah, no, you're right. Like I say, I can't constantly look at the chat while I'm concentrating, so that does take. That's the only problem with streaming GT Sport is you have to concentrate on the race on the track. So it may take me a little bit of time to respond. That's all I was saying. It wasn't that. So I've done live streams of this before when I've looked at the chat at the wrong times, and it's messed up the race. But we're starting fifth. We're currently driver rating B. Obviously, you can lose driver rating. I have an app that tells me. I don't know, to be honest, without looking. I don't know how much the game is now. Driver rating, we've got 11,990. If you hit 10,000 or less, you go to driver rating C. We're nearly back up to S-Class sportsman rating, but I'm assuming this race will destroy our sportsman rating. But we need to finish looking at this top 5, or top 4, because we're rated B. D's and the C will have to beat to gain driver rating. So yeah, we need to be in the top 4, I think, looking at this. 5 laps. Yeah, this is probably going to be a bit of a free-for-all in terms of safety rating. I think there will be people taking you out left, right and centre. So that is something to be aware of. So yeah, we are going to have to be a bit careful. But yeah, I don't, unless you, without looking at PlayStation Store, if you look at PlayStation Store, it would be Gran Turismo Sport. It's from 2017. The new one is out this year, but they're saying the new one is only going to be for PS5. It won't be on PS4. So the new one is due at some point this year. This is going to be a nasty start. This first corner, I think, will be a hell. So we may hold back. We'll see where we come. If we lose driver, we lose driver. Like I say, this race, we're doing it because it's the races, but Daily Race B will probably be the bread and butter, I would have said. Daily Race B is a nice race, nice track. And you can pick your own car, so we can try out different cars. I probably should have had traction control on, I would have said, for the start. We didn't have the best of starts. We take traction control back off, and I didn't change gear because I was looking at traction control. See that car steaming down the centre there. We've dropped right back now because we missed a few gears and we're messing around with traction control. Do you see the car come steaming in though? That car braked early there. Trying to keep it clean. Cars all over the place though. Is this German going to see I was there? Oh, didn't see I was there, I don't think. We dropped a few places on start. It's 5 laps. It's going to be a very quick race. He's braked really early. I didn't mean to cut the track, but he braked really early and I moved to avoid him. It's going to drop us a lot of places. Why are you hitting me? You've got a penalty. Why hit me? Try to enter back safely. This race is not going well. I was trying to avoid the car that braked extremely early. Car off in the wall there. So we've moved up to 9th. Well, I think he's dropped out of the race, to be fair. A lot of people quit the race if they don't do well. We might gain a few positions back. I said top 4 to gain driver rating. We're probably going to lose driver rating. My own fault, trying to avoid the car ahead. Ended up going off. But we'll see what we can do. Didn't take that corner the nicest, I must admit. Bernard Funkyman, French driver ahead of us. I don't think we're even going to have enough space for slipstream. There's not enough kind of time to actually gain anything from it. Shouldn't have tapped the brakes a second time there. Taking this quicker than the French guy as we're catching him now. Turned in a lot later than the French guy. It was a little bit late on the power though for us. We're going to try... Yeah, my fault. I've hit the car. That's completely my fault. I let him back past. I overcooked it trying to go down the inside. You don't need to brake on that corner. I wasn't expecting him to brake, as you can take that full throttle. Managed to get past him. I was not expecting him to be braking though. Not for that corner. You do not need to brake on that bend. Okay, we're up to 8th. Not a brilliant start. We started in 5th. We had a bad first lap, an horrendous first lap. We definitely took that corner a lot quicker than a lot of people, it seems. Gained a lot of time on that last corner. Yeah, as I said at the start, I'm not the best at this by any means, and I'm very much out of practice. It's the kind of game you need to play a lot to be good at. Right, we've got 1.5 laps to go. What can we now get out of this race? I think we're going to lose driver rating. But what can we gain position wise? Change gear a bit early there. I took a slightly different line to the German there. We know he's going to be slow on this corner. This is what we're going to be wary of. If he brakes, we've got to be prepared to brake because we are quicker than a lot of cars around this corner, it seems. He's going to hold the inside. I don't know where to go. I do apologise for that. Yeah, we got a penalty. We deserved it. That was poor. We were trying to go for the inside. We know we had the speed on him, but there was nowhere for us to go. So he held the inside, rightly so. So deserved penalty for us. Poor driving. And yeah, I'm not a fan of this track in these cars, but we said we'd give it a go. I think I've messed that corner up as well, which isn't going to help. We've got to try and hold off the German behind if we're going to keep our position after the penalty. I don't think we will. The only thing with the penalties on this is it's not... Yeah, we've messed up. I shouldn't have gone down a gear, so we lost our position on the penalty. I think we'll finish 8th, which is not a brilliant showing for us. We should have done better. Although the German's very slow in this corner. No, we're not going to get him. 8th place in our first race, not brilliant. Okay, I'm just going to turn mic off. I just need to ring my other half quickly. Then we'll be back, so give me 2 minutes. Perfect. Got to keep the other half happy. Right. So, daily race A didn't go brilliantly. I really feel like having crispy chicken wings gaming. Do you? Love chicken wings. Right. Daily race B. I think we better. Daily race A didn't really go to plan. Just going to got 30 seconds and we can enter the race and try and set a decent lap. We've got to pick a car. It's a Group 4 car, so we'll have a little bit of a choice. I don't know what the optimal car is. We can have a look in a minute. I just want to see how much driver rating I lost. Probably quite a bit, I would have said. That last race. Yeah, 400, 450 driver rating we lost. So I kind of knew would be the case. Top times and top cars. Let's have a look. Darren Turner. So here's someone on my friends list. His set of time in the Audi TT, 2:03. TT, the Audi TT seems to be the best one. Mine, he's got a rubbish livery currently. Fact, let's get rid of that livery. I put it on as a laugh. I'm just going to quickly change the livery on my Audi TT. And then we will... I want it back to original, I think. Because then it looks horrible. I never remember how to do this. I think it's... Home. Oh yeah, there we go, change car. We'll put it back to standard. Although we can look at new liveries. I think if the Audi TT is the car everyone's using for this, we'll set our first race in the Audi TT and then we can play around with different Group 4 cars. But we'll try the Audi TT first. I like the car. The Audi TT for me is a really nice car. Alright, we can set our lap. Yeah, I do like the Audi TT. I did pick the right car, didn't I? Yes. I'll change the livery back. The all-English livery. It looks okay in the picture, but on the car, it's not so nice. Thanks for the likes. It doesn't tell me who's liked, so I can't name drop anyone unless you tell me in the comments and the chat that you've liked, because it doesn't tell me. Because I'm running this directly through PlayStation and then on the YouTube screen, it doesn't actually tell me who's dropped the likes. But thank you for the likes, whoever has. I liked. Thanks, gaming. When I get OBS up and running properly, the likes will be a lot easier for me to see. But I need to have a play around of OBS. Right. Daily Race B. See, this track has been done quite a bit before. Darren Turner's got a decent lap by the looks of it. Medium tyres, there'll be no pit stops. Brake balance is good. I like this car. He set a 2:03, 2:01 is top time, so we need a 2:04 or less. As far as the track goes, I like it. We've got a race in 13.5 minutes, so we've got to see what kind of time we can set. I think I used the Veyron last time for this and did fairly well. I think that was one of my videos, learning to drive a manual car on a controller. Was set in the Bugatti Veyron, I think. But yeah, we're aiming for a 2:04 or less. It's kind of what we're aiming for. But yeah, I do know the track. That helps. If you know the track, it does help massively. It can be a lot quicker knowing different parts of the track and what's good lines and what's not. So we should be a bit more competitive in this. I didn't actually look how many laps this race was. Should have done, really. Definitely a lot quicker than the previous race. Coming to the bank section now. Down the third. Make sure you miss the gravel. This you can cut nicely. Probably could have been further over to the right there. This you've got to be a little bit careful how much you cut. You can sometimes get a penalty if you cut too much. And then this is probably my worst corner of the track, is getting this correct. Don't want to brake a second time there, but you've got to hold it enough, take enough speed through to get you through nicely. And then this one again, you want to brake a little bit, but not too much to then affect your run in. I was aiming for a 2:04 one, it's a long run to the finish. We're probably going to be miles over 2:0. Right, can we beat our time this time? We said a 2:07, I've cut that corner horrendously. That was bad first corner. Yeah, there's a penalty. I knew we would. My own fault for cutting it. I messed up the line, under braking. It's not going to give us the penalty on this lap, annoyingly. So this lap will be invalidated. But yeah, we're currently quicker than our time. Got another one in. I went too close on the inside there. I was just trying to test the track limits to see how far we can push it. So yeah, this lap won't count. And the aim is for 2:04. We're still miles away. No, you can cut that nicely. That was done nicely as well. So we are ignoring the cuts. We would be up on our time. By quite a bit, to be fair. Obviously this lap won't count. And I come by to your stream of 4. Depends if I'm still streaming or not. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. So that would have been a 2:05. Which is still off what we're aiming for. And we're going to lose a second on this lap no matter what happens because of our penalty. Probably went down too many gears there, to be fair. Yeah, I don't know what time I'm going to stop GT Sports Stream. See how we get on. I was thinking between 4 and 5, but it does depend. So obviously this lap will count, which isn't brilliant considering our best lap isn't that good. But we know we can go fast. I've gone too close to the inside. That might be a penalty again. Yeah, there we go, another penalty. Which means our next lap will be this lap will be invalidated and next will be slow. It's a little bit annoying. My fault for taking that a little bit too tight. We're getting a bit quick on the bank section, so we are improving. Obviously none of these will count because of our penalties for taking track limits. I've kind of messed that corner up as well. Not that this lap doesn't really matter at this point. But yeah, if you're watching and you've got any tips to improve the lap time, let me know. Always up for any tips that people can give. I'm looking at chat when I shouldn't have been. This is why you've got to be a bit more careful looking at chat while doing these races compared to Assassin's Creed. Right, you can cut that nicely. And you do need to brake hard here. We were really slow there compared to what we could have been. We lost time because of our penalty. So we need to gain some time back. A lot of people mess this corner up, I know that, and in race, that's the corner where you get a lot of incidents. The first corner, second corner, and probably that corner as well. Right, can't go as tight here. We've been going too tight and getting a penalty, which is just poor driving. We've got 6 minutes to try and set a better fastest lap. The worst thing is I know where I'm going wrong, it's just fixing it. Probably focus on your schoolwork. No. It needs doing. Streaming should really come after your schoolwork, shouldn't it? I sound like a really old parent, don't I? That wasn't how I intended it in the slightest. I've lifted off, which I shouldn't have done. Alright, down to third. Hold it round the corner there. I don't think we'll improve our best time, but we're going to be competitive to it. No penalties for this next lap. So that's a bonus. We've got no penalties. Right, now this is where we need to set a decent lap. I think I braked a little bit too early there. But then we got a good move. Got a good turn onto the second corner there. This is where the plus and minus above my speed does matter, because this will be whether we're faster than our previous. We lost time on that corner there. Just gaining it back now. So we could have done better there. Held that nicely. Right, not as tight to this corner. Into third. Keep one wheel within the white line. Should stay flat through there. We're into fifth. Yeah, we're gaining time on our best lap. Got to hit the bank nicely. Still not going to be a massive improvement though, I don't think. Not as good as it could have been. Didn't really hit the apex as nice as I wanted to. It's the fastest lap so far though. Yeah, not brilliant at all. Slow on that last. I think we're going to be about a second up on our best lap. We've got time for one more lap now. See if we can improve. We did brake a lot earlier for this corner last time, so it will be a little bit better. Probably braked a bit too heavy. That will affect us, although we're up currently. No mistakes, that's what we need though, no mistakes. Closer to the apex there. Better corner. A lot better corner. That's an improvement. We're at 2:05.9 currently. 2:04 was the aim. Can't get the car to turn enough. Just about got the car to turn. We lost time on that corner. It's a late gear change, didn't help. So that corner could have been better. That will be a loss of time there. So there's little areas we know we can improve on, time-wise. 2:04 is what we're aiming for though. And we know the track, so that does help. But yeah, there's a few little mistakes creeping in some of the laps, so we know what we have to do. It's just putting it into practice. But I think this will be the most competitive daily race this week. To be honest, especially Group 4s. Currently half a second up. Went wide there though, that might be a penalty. That might be lap gone. Poor. May not have got a penalty, may have got away with it. But we're losing time on a lap. We're not going to improve by half a second as we were before we hit that corner. We've improved, but not brilliantly. 2:05, 8:33. So nowhere near what we wanted. We wanted a 2:4. But that'll do for the first race. This is the first race, the daily race B we've entered, so we'll have a go. Hello Elliot, how are you? You find daily race A a lot of fun. We did a daily race A at the start of the stream, and I hated it. It's just your SR rate, safety round will just tank. It's a bit of a free-for-all, which is fine. But yeah, the Subaru's a nice car, but the track isn't long enough to gain anything really out of the Subaru. I prefer a longer race, I think. Something like this with the Subaru would be alright. But yeah, I wasn't a massive fan of it. We did a race, I think we came 8th, we qualified in 5th, came 8th. Yeah, not a massive fan. There we go. So we know off the start, the first corner is going to be horrendous for people. We're 9th fastest with a 2:05.8, which is poor. There's a lot of C-rated people, which is going to make our life a bit more difficult because we need to finish above them to get any driver rating. 2:03.9 is the fastest time, and we were aiming for 2:04. So a 2:04, which was our aim, would have put us second, which tells me I'm probably aiming a little bit high. A lot of people have gone for the Audi TT. Some have gone for the RCZ, which generally is a front-wheel car, is better. Generally, but I don't think it will be on this. The Scirocco's in there, and it's all Audi TT Cups otherwise. Okay, so really interesting race. A couple of other English people in there. A mix of nationalities, which is always nice. Yeah, like I say, the daily race A, it was okay. It's just not my cup of tea. I think that will be a safety rating killer, daily race A. Whereas B looks good fun. And although the Audi TT seems to be the go-to car, we will try a few different cars, see where we come. In daily race C, to Group 1, I like the track in daily race C. My only hesitation is the cars for it are going to be extremely fast, and there's one bit of the track I struggle with so much. So whether we'll touch it, I don't know. But we'll do a few daily race Bs, I think, at this point, and see where we come. See what we can achieve. Yeah, another couple of English in there. No, and that's my concern. Do you know the bit of the track I mean as well, Elliot? There's a bit where you go up the hill. I cannot remember the name of it. I'm rubbish with track names. But you have to keep half on the track and half on the curb to make it round. If you're too much left, you get a penalty. I struggle so much with that corner, with that bend. Whereas at daily race B, sorry, I really enjoy. 4 laps as well. If you can make it past the first corner at least. But yeah, Group 1s have no grip. They are quick, but have no grip, and that track is very twisty-turny. Daily race C. It could be fun, but I don't know. We'll give it a go later on in the stream, I think. Right, here we go. Can we improve? Rouge. Yeah, I think it's Rouge, I mean. Radalon isn't too bad, but Rouge is horrendous. I struggle with that so much. Okay, so rolling starts, that's a boat, that does help us a little bit. We're going to be slower to the first corner so we can brake a little bit later, but be aware of all the cars dive bombing it because that will happen. Try and keep it safe, clean, and off the line nicely. This first corner is going to be where it's won or lost for this first lap. We're braking a little bit earlier than we probably needed to, but only because I'm just wary of people behind. I didn't take the second corner very nicely, to be fair. Someone's on the grass ahead of us. We've got to try and keep pace. We've lost a bit of time to the cars ahead, which isn't brilliant. We need to make this back. The car on our inside, I'm aware of him. See if we can get a better run out of the corner. Car ahead's got a penalty as well. Both in Audi TT, so we've both got the same amount of pace. See him twerk to the inside there. I've kind of braked to avoid him. I was a bit wary of him going into us. We've had a bad first lap. Just too hesitant, I think, in some of the corners. I think we got touched by the guy behind us, the Spanish guy. I heard something. I'm not sure if we did, but yeah, I'm a little bit too hesitant, I think, in some of these corners. And again, the bank section was going to be an interesting one if there's groups of cars around. So we've lost one place from start. Couple of cars touching the gravel there. They're going to be slow away. Got to be aware of that. Someone's got a penalty ahead as well. There's going to be a lot of cars all together now coming into this section. We've managed to catch up with some. We're going to look at the inside. I don't know whether this will be a good idea or a bad idea. Depends if they look. They don't. They just come straight across our line, as you saw. This is the problem. You've got a radar. You use it. You know, you've got to let cars are there. You can't just go straight into them. This is the only problem with GT Sport, is that people don't drive fairly at times. But we carry on. We're still in 10th. We've nearly lost 10th, though. There is a car on our inside. We've got to be aware of him on this first corner. Alright, braking for the first. We braked a little bit early. We've got slipstream. I'm aware of the car on the inside. And there was 3 cars on the inside by the end of it. We're trying to just hold our own at this point. 10th has got a penalty, so I'm not too worried about him. Because he will... Is he going to see us? Is he going to see us? He doesn't see us by the looks of it. I just managed to hold the car. I would say a little bit of that was my fault, a little bit of that was his. He didn't see us. We had the inside. Maybe, I don't know if we were past him enough for us to say it was ours. Cars ahead of us. That's my fault. I've just forced the car off. That was my fault. We've got a 4-second penalty. I didn't look where I was braking. There we go, I've let him past. That was horrendous by me. I wasn't looking at what I was doing. Missed the braking point of trying to avoid the car ahead, who suddenly unghosted. That was poor. 4-second penalty will destroy the race, but it's my own fault. I think the German going defensive there, which seems a weird thing to be doing here. We're also going to switch to the inside though. See the Italian come steaming round. I'm just trying to make the corner. No room being given at all. When I say daily race A may be the race to lose your safety rating, maybe it's daily race B. They are not leaving room at all for anyone. Look at them, just driving straight into each other. Ahead of us. Yeah, no one is giving anyone any space. Weird. And I think I'm safety rating A currently. I'm going to lose some after this, but I wouldn't say I'm massively low in the safety rating, so for this to be this bad seems really odd. And I know these are new drivers based on the driver rating. They're driver rating C's, I think. But even so, French guy turns in. Admittedly, we were kind of in the wrong place there. We forced our way through a little bit. This is more of a how not to drive this race by the end of this, I think. I am normally a lot cleaner. But yeah, this is becoming a bit of how not to drive. 4-second penalty is going to take up our race anyway. We're down in 14th, last place. But yeah, this is bad driving by me. Don't know what I'm doing wrong in this race. I can't blame all the other drivers. There is a lot of it is down to me as well. I will say the quality of driving in this race isn't good, but my own isn't anything to shout home about either, so I can't really say anything. Spanish guy going very, very deep there. I think he got a touch. The guy ahead's got a 3-second penalty. Right, we know he's not going to look that we're here. We know this. We've held the inside. We've kind of let him go just then because I knew he wasn't going to give us space. And again, he's not going to give us space here. We know this. We got the place off him though. Gained a position. Portuguese driver ahead. He's got a 3-second penalty. So that will be something back. But yeah, still a poor race. A lot of it down to my driving. But we'll do better next race. See what we can gain back at this point. That 4-second penalty was thoroughly deserved. I completely missed the braking point and took the guy out. I will say I'll reach out as soon as I can. I'm just trying to concentrate, and that's the only thing with doing GT Sport. Concentration is key. Another car ahead of the penalty, so this is going to be slow coming into this bend. Better by us. We're up to 12th. I'm gaining a few positions back. I don't think we're going to get much more though. Depends if there's any more mistakes. I think we can brake later there than we are. That would be an improvement on the lap time. Got a good run through there. G3000 Elite is ahead of us. Soma's moving wide. We've gone wide out down the outside. We've taken someone on the outside there. I think we took the 3000 guy on the outside. That was a lovely move. Managed to hold it nicely. Just got to keep it clean through here. We're going to have the inside now. He was not going to give us the spaces. Jill 3000 has taken the. Now we've been hit from behind as well. We had that all the way, and he was just not going to give us the space. So Elite gains his position back. We're now in 11th. I think we'll finish this in 11th now. Very scrappy race. Not the best. Not a very good advertisement of what I can do or anything else. But yeah, that wasn't the best race in the world. Soma got a penalty for hitting us from behind. That's something. The sweeping turn on this track is one of my favourite on GT. It is indeed. The swooping turn, the bank section, lovely. If you hit it right as well, you can take it really nice and tight and carry quite a bit of speed through. So we finished 11th. I'm guaranteed that's a driver rating loss. Not the best advertisement for my driving. We're still driver rating B though, looking at that. I will just hang on just in case anyone does want to Have a go. Some people have a go in the post-race lobby, some people don't. The league drove fairly well. We've kept her a safety round, which is something. So Tony apologised. No, I did wonder if another English guy would say anything, to be fair. Okay, we got 6 minutes. We'll do the Audi TT again, and I swear it'll be a better race this time. But yeah, so we'll do qualifying. I think we've got 6 minutes to try and get a decent qualifying lap in. How much the driver rating did we lose? That's the question. Another 500. So yeah, we lost another 500 driver rating. We're only 1,000 driver rating into B now, so we have to make up quite a bit. That's the big thing. I will say I'm amazed at how well the shorts I did are going through the roof. Okay, let's go. Still don't know whether I need to change down a gear and brake so heavily there. That's something we need to play with. But let's see if we can set a faster time than 2:05.8. We're still aiming for 2:04. That's the aim. That wasn't too bad through there. Maybe a bit heavy on the brakes through that turn. Trying to hit a better apex through there. Okay. Can take that nice and tight. Trying to get on the power quickly. See if we can improve. I'm going to brake a little bit later through here. Hoping I haven't gone too far over there. I am pushing the boundaries of the track quite a bit. We're being all good so far. It won't tell us whether we're up or down until we've done a lap. Bank section nice. Can we improve? That's the question. Shouldn't really brake through there. I've lost a bit of time, I think, because of braking. Alright, what are we going to get? 2:05.5. Better. Not fantastic, but better. Definite improvement. Still 1.5 seconds off where I want to be. But that was definitely a better lap all round. This is a poor corner here. We've definitely messed up that. This won't improve by any means. Let's make a fantastic effort somewhere. Definitely a better lap from us. Still think we can go faster. It's just making up the time and where. Getting the first corners right are the big things. Braking a lot later here. You can swing it in nicely. Makes a difference. Keeping these lines tight. Using the track limits as much as possible as well. Too much. Oh, we just kept it together. I thought we'd lost it. I shouldn't have changed gear though. I lost me time. I didn't think... I changed gear because I thought I was going to get sucked in there. So this lap is going to be not very good compared. Better through there. We braked last time through here, which we haven't done this time. Got to keep it tight though, not to get a penalty through there. Wasn't as tight to the inside as it could have been. This will be a poor lap, but we improved on our best lap time. And there we go. We will come out and wait. It's only a minute or so to wait. But yeah, our best lap, the 2:05.5, was a lot better. I personally think. We've got a minute to wait. So, what did I say the best time is? A 2:01. We try and be within a 3-second time, which is a 2:04.2. And we were aiming for 2:04. So we're still off. We still need to find a second and a half. We also need to get a safety rating back up. That is a big thing. But we are rusty. This is the first time playing GT Sport for quite a while properly and trying to be competitive. So it has been a little while. Not that that's an excuse. Right, we'll have to see what we can do this race. We've improved the time, so we should have a better starting position. We're starting in 5th. So it's Scirocco on pole with a 2:03. We're still aiming for a 2:04. I would have put us in 3rd. We're the only there's 2 B-rated drivers in this. Me and the guy starting in pole. So we have to finish 2nd or above, or I think we'll lose driver rating, which will drop us back into C. And then it's going to be trying to get back into B driver rating again. Scarily, there's a few people here with safety rating B, which is a bit concerning. Last one was daily safety rating A in the last race, and I wouldn't say it was the cleanest race. They wouldn't give you room. So we've got to be a bit wary. 4 people not saying a lap. Probably doing the last to first challenge, as a lot of people do. Let's see what we can do this time. We know we're quicker. It's just trying to get the lines right, being consistent. The times from 9th down, 2:07s, are slower, but then they could have been messing around just to learn the track. Got to aim. It's got to be top 2 is the only way I think we're going to get driver rating. And like I say, we are only 1,000 away from dropping down to driver rating C. Been in B a while, but we've done badly recently. I think we'll do this one and then we'll have a look at a different car for this. I know what people are using, an Audi TT they reckon is the fastest, but I do wonder if there's another car that could be close to it, although I do like the Audi TT. Right, what can we do this time? Had a bad first race. Can we improve? Can we do better? We need a top 2. Top 5 would be ideal, I think, personally. Alright, let's see what we can do off the start. Scirocco in first. Scirocco's not a car I've used really much of, I must admit. Right, concentration time. Braked a little bit too early, I think. We cut it well. Held our own right at the start, I think. A bit late on the acceleration there. Could have been earlier. Yeah, a little bit late on the acceleration there as well. It's not the best start. We are holding half a second advantage to the car behind. As long as these cars don't get away from us, we're okay. One car's got a track limit penalty ahead. Got a little bit of slipstream before we hit the bank section now. I've got to be aware of that on braking. I'm aware of him, where he's going to be braking though. The little look up the inside, he didn't give me room. I kind of forced it a little bit, but he didn't give me room either. So a little bit our fault, a little bit his, I think. Okay, 4th place currently. I don't know if I can take that last corner in 4th. I'll go down the 3rd, but I don't think it's too much. We're a little bit behind the car in 3rd. He has got a penalty. English guy up or inside. We're going to take it nice and tight though. Didn't leave us any room. We're going to try and leave him room on the... He's got the inside for here, which isn't going to be brilliant. He's in the RCZ as well, which is faster over a straight line. He's forcing us out wide. He wasn't going to leave any room on the inside there. A little bit dirty from our side, but he wasn't leaving us any room either. I wouldn't say it's the cleanest driving. It's coming back at us on the outside there, held it nicely. So we are under attack where I don't want to defend too much because I don't want him to hold us up. I've got to try and catch the Spanish guy in 3rd as much as possible. I don't want him to get away from us. He's had his half a second penalty as well for track limits and he's still ahead. We know the RCZ is fast on this straight. This is where the RCZ is going to come into its own. And he will come flying past us on the inside. Trying to give him room on the outside. He's hit the gravel there. Tried to switch it back to stop us getting past. Thing is, the RCZ will not be good on the corners. Or not as good as us anyway. So we're back into 5th. Trying to keep up with the RCZ. Kind of gone up to 4th. I don't know if that was a bad idea or not. Didn't really have the grunt coming out of the corner there by being in 4th. Stayed in 4th here, whereas normally I go down to 3rd. We've got another car on our tail as well. Lost a little bit of time to the RCZ. He is better in a straight line, we know this. But under braking we are better. Kind of gone a little bit deeper than I would normally would there. Car on a tail as well. I know he's on our inside, that's why I was a little bit wary on the front. Who's got a better exit? That's the RCZ. RCZ goes a little bit wide there. This is now turned into a good battle for 4th and 5th. And obviously 6th is playing a part on the, just a little bit further back. Should have accelerated earlier, I think, there. 3rd is going to be getting away though with this battling. That is the downside. I had to brake heavy there. RCZ really put the brakes on, whereas we've been trying to not put the brakes on there. And this is also where the RCZ is going to come on its own, this straight here. So we've now got to just keep up. Is he going to go defensive? He's going defensive, which I assumed he would. We're going to have the outside, but we have taken cars on the outside here before. Not this time. He didn't have the best of exits though. He's going to have the inside though for this bit. We're going to have to keep it clean around the outside. And we'll have the inside for this next. He was not giving us room there at all. We had the inside line. He was not going to give it to us. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting him to actually give us some room. But he wasn't at all. He was full on not making sure we could have made that turn. Back down to third. I don't know whether third or fourth is faster through there. A little bit of a time advantage to fifth now. I'm annoyed with the guy at the RCZ. I don't know why. That was not needed. Last lap. Can we catch third? That's the question. Taking that very, very tight. A lot tighter than I would have wanted to. Got a bit of an advantage to the guy in fifth. But that wasn't a very good second corner by us. We've got a second advantage now. Yeah, annoyed with the RCZ there. No need for that. All he had to do was give us space. Driver rating is going up, that was good. He said we wanted a second. I think we may have to deal with a fourth. Don't know for how much driver rating we're going to lose. Not the best corner there for us. Third is now getting away. We've had a bad couple of corners. Isn't helpful. We're losing time now to the car behind. He's catching half a second now in it. We need a good couple of corners to finish this race off if we're going to keep this position. Or he'll try the dive bomb. He didn't. He held. Oh, I've gone wide. We've messed our race up. And there's the RCZ that affected our race earlier. Messed up the corner. I was too busy thinking about the car behind. And we've just been hit from behind as well. We're now in 7th. Poor was driving by myself there. I know that bank section like the back of my hand, and I've just messed it up. Although the two cars ahead are fighting, there's a chance they'll take each other out. We'll see. But yeah, we could have had 4th there. In the end, I think it's going to be a 7th place. I messed up the bank section. There we go. 7th place. Should have been a 4th, but we bottled it when we should have held on. EFC 1985 and the RCZ, he didn't help our race early on. He was not giving space to anyone. A decent result, but could have been better. That's the annoying thing. Could have been a lot better. Door number 16. If you don't know, door number, people think the door number affects driver rating. It's where it thinks you're going to finish. No one knows for sure. It's never been confirmed. But that's what people think. Driver rating increased. Safety rating, sorry, increased. We're still in B, so we can't have lost much driver rating. Does anyone want to say anything? No, not by the looks of it. I did wonder if the RCZ driver would say anything. Not by the looks of it. Cool. Right, so we'll do another daily race B. It's a really fun race. We'll stick with the Audi. We've got to get a podium. It's a really fun race. I do enjoy daily race B. I'm just checking driver rating now. we need to get properly back into. We gained driver rating. We gave 136 driver rating. Can we improve our lap time? But yeah, we gained a little bit of driver rating. We gained safety rating. I didn't actually look how close we are back to S safety rating. That's where we want to be, S safety rating. Currently A. We're 6 away. So another clean race, we could actually get our safety rating back to S. Which is what we're after. Darren's Turner's lap of 2 seconds better than us is an immense lap looking at that. Got to decide what's faster through there, 4th or 3rd, that final corner. Not 100% sure. And yeah, we're going to try and beat our best time. I think that was better. Swinging it out wide to get the inside line for there. Holding it tight. Down to 2nd. We didn't really take the corner nicely though. Not a bad exit, but it's not as nice as it can be. We'll get another 2 to 3 laps in practice-wise now for the race. Try and improve. Like I say, the aim is... I've gone wide. I've held it. The aim is for 2:04. Braked a little bit earlier than I have been. You know we can cut that nicely. Don't know if I'm going up to 5th too early. A lot of time you want the pull of wanting to change gear to get you up the hill. A little bit scrappy there. Don't know, I can't really tell if this lap's better than a previous best or not. I hesitated on acceleration there because I thought I was going wide, which won't have helped. I don't know where we are in terms of lap time to our best, whether this is going to be an improvement or not. Third or 4th, that's the question. Staying 4th. Gone wide. Yeah, that's not good. We went wide through there. Took too much speed, didn't take enough off. This lap's going to be compromised because of that as well. Didn't want to be in 1st really here. Poor start to this lap, all because of the end of the last was poor, so we're not going to improve our time. I don't know if we're going to have time for another lap. Better corner there though. We can brake later. We've made up for the bad start compared to our first lap, but I don't think it's going to be. It's nowhere near enough to beat our best. But it means we had a really good middle sector. Considering the start was horrendous. To make up all that time. Tap the brakes, as I didn't really want to do. It's going to slow us down a little bit. We're faster than our first lap and nowhere near our best lap. I'm a little bit wide there. Held it nicely though. Wow, we gained a lot of time through there. 2:05.7. Considering the start we had, we actually nearly beat our best lap, all because of that end. So that's what I need to do at the end then, by the looks of it. That's what we need to do to improve. So I know where I've been going wrong. Now it's just hitting it on a lap. I don't know if we've got enough time in this lap to do it. We're currently over half a second ahead, but the race may start before we finish this lap, which means this lap will not count towards our best. Although we could mess it up before that, which I think we might. There. That was slow through there. Do you know how close we are to getting it? We've messed up that first section though. This is a bit of a shame because we could have massively improved. Just need to string it together. So yeah, I think we are roughly, if we can get a lap in without being scrappy in places, the 2:04 is possible. But it is just getting it all, putting it all together in a decent lap. I don't think I've got time to finish this lap before the race starts, annoyingly, because I will massively improve. No, we were going to massively improve our lap time there. So a little bit annoying, but we know we need to put it together in qualifying and in the race itself. So we're staying with the same qualifying time. We've gained a little bit. We are the highest rated driver in this lobby, which is a little bit annoying because it means we have to finish first, which I don't think we're going to. Starting the 7th, 2:05.5. We could have been 2:04. I want to say 2:04.5. We were nearly a second up, but it's doable. The guy in first using the 650S. Okay, RCZ's in there again. Viper, Italia, Ferrari Italia there. 458. Cayman Club Sport. But yeah, driver rating wise, we're going to lose driver rating unless we finish first, I think. Which is a little bit frustrating. But we'll see what happens. Have to see what we can achieve. But yeah, we know we can get a faster qualifying time, which is what the aim is. We want that faster qualifying. And very much achievable. That's the big thing, it is very much achievable. Right, what can we do? Can we improve? That's the big question. We know we're doing wrong, we just got to put it all into one lap. And the quest is to try and stay in. This stream is going to turn into the quest to stay in B or get back to B. It's going to be one of the two in that by the end of it. Alright, 7th place start. Got to be wary of the first lap. Wary of the first corner. People behind maybe a little bit gung-ho. We've got to be very careful of the cars ahead as well. And their braking points. Okay, we've been a bit too cautious, I think we've let a couple of cars go on our inside. We've been hit from behind. Isn't ideal. She's going to get us onto the grass. The Italian Pedri was the one who hit us by the looks of things. So we're going to lose positions because of that. Messed up our line into the corner there. Just recovery at this point. That hit from behind on the corner did not help us in the slightest. Right, okay, recovery time, 13th already. Lost a lot of places. I think we're going to be fast in some of these. So it is possible. We put in our good laps, we can get some positions back. Not the start to the race we wanted though. And we're being a bit scrappy in racing line. Right, Shipman ahead. We will have slipstream. Why are you going? We got him under braking there on the bank section. One position back, we're into 12th. What else can we do now? Car going wide there. Racing Leon very wide there. Just managed to hold it. I think we had a little nudge there, didn't? That wasn't intentional. Managed to get a little nudge. I didn't. Just as I lost control of the car a little bit, we've managed to keep it. We're in the 10th. Gained some positions back now. Cars are everywhere though, and we're going to be stuck behind a few cars coming into on the straight. We've gone very deep there, a lot deeper than I normally would. That's not good. Managed to recover a little bit. Trying to second guess the car ahead's braking point and failed miserably. We're in 11th now. We've still got a lot of places to make up to get back to where we were. Most of these are in the same car as us. There's an RCZ I think in there as well though. I want to say we're quicker than these though. Don't know if we are. Qualifying lap we were, but overall I don't know. Car behind, we've got 4-second gaps to the car behind, so now we've just got to try and gain. Although, the way they're going into this bank corner, I think they may put themselves out of the race if they're not careful. They're all going for it. The RCZ has got it though. One's very, very wide there. Trying to hold him on the outside. I didn't think he was going to give me any room, so I kind of backed off a little bit. QSV ahead of us, I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Okay, third lap. We're still in 11th. We've got decent time to the car behind, but it's now trying to catch the cars ahead. And they're all squabbling. Someone's got a penalty for track limits. We're in amongst them. We can gain a few positions here if we keep it clean and keep it tight. Had a little look up the inside. I gave him space. We know we're going to gain one position because of the car having the penalty. Though we may not gain position. He's forced the car out wide there though. We didn't gain the position. He's back on quicker than I expected. But we've got the run. Use the torque of third gear there to get us through the corner. Thing is, he's now holding us up. That's the only problem. We took that very, very wide. That's going to lose us time there. That's not good. That was a poor corner from us. Lost a little bit. We've lost a bit of, well, a lot of time to the cars ahead now. We need them to battle each other to catch them back up. Car's gone very wide there. The RCZ, I think that was. I think it was forced out. We're watching them battle ahead, hoping to pick up on the scraps, really. 1 lap to go. We need to catch back up if we're going to gain anything out of this. We are catching a little bit. It's all going to be dependent on these corners now. If we can get it clean and nice around these corners, we may get something back. Ghostly car ahead. We got a decent run. It was a bit late on the acceleration. He's not going to give us any space. I knew that. That's why I held off a little bit. He's got a half a second penalty though. I knew he wasn't going to give us the space, so I held back. Another penalty on the outside. I backed off because of these guys fighting. Messed up my line as well, which wasn't good. Shouldn't have dropped down a gear. I think any chance of going any further now is gone. I backed off because of how they were going, just to try and not have an accident. I think that's messed my race up, to be honest. The half a second may gain us a position. We can get within half a second. He's forcing him off. Look, he's not giving up that position. That is how not to drive. He was not giving up the position, so he was forcing him off instead. One and a half second penalty now. Forcing him off, I think that probably was. We got the speed on both of these two going through that corner. Okay. He got a 2 second penalty there. I am being very careful up the inside. We've gained the position back from him because we know the penalty is going to affect him. The car that's trying to overtake him, I'm leaving him to get all the damage. 2 seconds, that guy's losing that position. I don't know why he's fighting so hard. When you're losing that 2 seconds, you're going to be losing that position. So what is the point of fighting so hard? He's trying to block him though, isn't he? We're going to finish in 9th because of that guy. Pidori 79. He was horrendous. Blocking. At one point he was flying, which was quite amusing. But yeah, we had a bad corner. Killed our race. Completely clean. We didn't, no penalties, but yeah, we just had a bad corner. I reckon we were going to finish 16th. I still think we may drop out of driver rating B now, which means this stream is going to turn into trying to get B back. But we shall see. Let's have a look. I don't really want to have a look, to be honest. We've kept our B rating. Wow, wasn't expecting that. A has gone up. We're going to be very, very close. Pidori jumped straight out of the lobby. It was just ridiculous, Pidori. It didn't happen to us, so there's no point reporting. Right, we're close to getting driver rating S back. Safety rating, sorry, back, which is what we're after. I do like this race. This race is really good if you get it correct. We knew from our qualifying laps previously, we are so close to getting our 204. We just need to string the lap together. We're 1 point away from sportsmanship rating S, and I think we lost 200 driver rating. We are so close to losing our B rating. We need a decent result. A podium or something like that, I think, is the only really way of us gaining anything. But let's see if we can put a lap together now. We're aiming for the 2:04. We've come close, but we've always been a bit scrappy in the laps. We have come close, but we were actually going to smash our qualifying time in the last qualifying if the race hadn't started when it did. Binny, hi mate, how's the racing going? I'm looking at chat, so I messed my lap up. Yeah, good, thank you. How are you? I've been off GT Sport for a little bit. Thought I'd come back, do a live stream, have a look at today's daily races. Daily race B is incredible. I'm loving it. I'm struggling a little bit, but loving the daily race. I've not looked at C yet, only because I'm not a massive fan of the track. And daily race A is scrappy as hell. But daily race B is very good fun, although I am finding some of the lobbies to be challenging. But yeah, been a while since I've been on GT Sport. I've done bits and pieces here and there. I did a video of someone's birthday lobby the other week, a guy who does YouTube. Joined in his birthday lobby and did a few races there, but I've kind of, yeah, not been able to be on it as much as I used to. I'm trying to come back to it as much as possible while I'm injured. How are you getting on? Trying to keep it tight. I want to say this will be better than our best. Remember, we are in for the 2:04. We need a second and a half to beat our 2:04. Maybe a little bit late on the acceleration there. That might affect our time a little bit. Keep it tight through here. Need to cut nicely here. Got to take advantage of track limits. Right, I don't know if this is going to be better. I really don't. I know we're capable of faster. Whether this will be, I don't know. The 2:05.2 at best so far, but not what we wanted. And I've messed up the first corner. Messed up the first corner. We're close to doing it. That was a better lap. First corner wasn't good. .205.2 is our new best. Right, if we retry, we've got time to put another lap in. You're really waiting for GT7, I know. There is a rumour, and I don't know how true it is, that GT7 is only out on PS5 as well. Which, until I get one, is going to put me out of the question for it. There's a rumour that it won't be coming to PS4. I don't know how true that is. But it does look good. I've held off on getting a steering wheel. Just for that, I've messed up the first corner again. Got to get the first corner right, otherwise the lap is never going to be any good. You've got your PS5, have you? Sometimes I'm re-chatting, trying to do a corner at the same time. Yeah, I've held off, mainly because the first ones have issues, so I've kind of held off. Yeah, I'm only playing controller, always been on controller, but I was considering PS5 and wheel together on the new GT. Whether I will or not, I don't know, but yeah, I've always done controller. And contrary, as you probably know, contrary to popular belief, you can be as quick as a controller as you can on a wheel. The only benefit massively to a wheel is from tyre degradation in races. Are your puppies stopping you from playing as much? Yeah, I kind of just, I don't know what it was, I kind of just fell out of it for a little while, needed a break. I was doing it a lot. But then that's how I started YouTube, was GT Sport. Whereas now I concentrate quite a bit on No Man's Sky, live streaming the games that I want to play. So it's a bit different now. It is like having a newborn baby, absolutely. It's when they get to the chewing phase. You just can't give them a chewer like you can a baby, can you? Well, I suppose you can get dog chewers though, can't you? Just so they don't chew the furniture though, that's the problem. Yeah, I know. I subscribed to your channel. I've still watched some of your videos, to be fair. I haven't had a look for a while though. I've messed up that corner. We're not. This lap isn't going to be quicker. We haven't got time for another one. We improved our lap a little bit, but not as much as we could have done. Silly little mistakes. Got to get our braking point correct here. I think that's too early still. But yeah, it's got a few of us started that way, didn't we? Really, GT Sport first before we did much else on YouTube, and you evolve over time. So our lap was good enough for 7th place start again. I know we can go quicker, which is really annoying and frustrating. We can't. I could not go into a race and spend some time qualifying to get it, but I didn't. I'd rather keep racing. But we improved 2:05.2. If we kept our previous, we would have started 10th. So, bit of an improvement. I don't see any of the names from the previous races, which is a relief. We need one more clean race and we can get drive safety rating S back, which is something. But we're full of B's and C's. We are close to falling out driver rating B though, so we do need a good race. That's definitely something we need. How many B rated drivers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 including myself, so I'd say top 5 place would probably be enough to gain driver rating. That's the thing. Anything lower than top 5 we'll probably lose more and drop. So we've got to be a bit careful. I still feel like I'm massively rusty. Not playing properly for so long, not trying to be competitive for so long. I am struggling a little bit for consistency. I'm just amazed. I'm just looking at my YouTube app. I did a couple of shorts the other day for advertising my No Man's Sky videos, and they're going through the roof. One's had 380 views, 282 for another, loads of likes, a couple of dislikes, that's going to come. I'd rather they gave me comments of why though. But yeah, they're flying in terms of views. I'm surprised. I'm massively surprised. But thank you for everyone that has viewed the shorts. I wasn't expecting that. They're just a little bit of an intro to No Man's Sky and the animals and that kind of stuff. Right, back to GT Sport. We've got to concentrate now. We need a top 5. I still feel it's weird feeling so rusty playing this when we used to do it daily. You hover around the 20-30 mark, do you? Well, no, normally, well, no, some of my No Man's Sky videos have done brilliantly. My live streams around about between the 10 and 20, I would have said live streams. And No Man's Sky videos between 50 and 100 generally, but I do advertise them heavily. And it is quite a niche group of people that play No Man's Sky, which is never a bad thing. I enjoy the game massively. Whereas GT Sport, I think there's a lot of people do it, don't they? So to get people to watch videos is quite difficult with GT Sport. Although some of my videos back when I was doing it a lot more, did do quite well, from what I remember. A little bit scrappy to start, but we're holding our own. We're just... Oh, we've got a track limit penalty. Oh, I thought I cut it a little bit too much. That's not going to do us good. We need to get away from the car behind them now, just to keep our position, but that's not going to help us when it comes to trying to get top 5. Unless all the cars out of us get a track limit penalty too. I knew I'd pushed it a little bit too much. Car ahead has got a track limit penalty as well, so that will help us a little bit because it means he'll be back down with us. Although he's gone wide, he's on the grass. We've got the run on the French guy here. Don't know whether it's enough to get past him enough before the bank section. May just be ahead. The banking. Held it round the inside. Keep it off the gravel. Nicely done. Up to 6th. Super Smitty ahead of us. He has a penalty as well. Track limits, I would assume. We've got a car on our inside. Super Smitty's gone very wide there and very deep. I've touched the brakes when I don't normally brake around there. Managed to get past him. We're up to 5th. He has got the same penalty as us, which is going to be putting us back into roughly the same position. But there is another car and he's behind him that will probably try and get past. This half a second penalty is going to lose us 5th, I'm sure. Which is a little bit annoying because that's what we need, I think, to gain driver rating. Braking for the first. Got to try and take this tight now. Got to try and hold this. We're not going to really get away from the cars behind. So it's all going to be on these corners to see how much we can keep. Decent exit. We've got a bit of time, but I don't think it's going to be enough because of our penalty. Shouldn't have changed down. Could have stayed in 4th. To be fair, we didn't lose position. Probably didn't need to brake so heavily because of our penalty there. But we didn't lose position. Using the torque of 3rd gear to get us up the hill there. Right, we've dropped a bit off 4th place, obviously. Didn't take this corner as tight as I probably should have done. Got the wrong line going in. We need to catch 4th now if we're going to gain anything out of this race. 5th place though, which was the aim at the start of the race. We're not getting away from the car behind, and he's going to have slipstream now coming into the bank section. And he's going to use it. He's in the Audi. Super Smitty. Yeah, he touched just there to try and take us. Why are you squeezing us? Squeezing us tight on the outside there. Wasn't going to give us the space. Got a little bit of a touch going around the corner. We had no space at all there. And he was really squeezing us. I'm assuming he's going to squeeze us here. Yes, he is. Completely squeezed us there. We've got a 3-second penalty because he hit the wall, which I knew was coming. He was not giving us the room there at all. Probably massively my fault. I should have yielded. I didn't feel I should have done. But that 3-second penalty is going to ruin the race, so yeah, I probably should have yielded. But I wasn't too happy with the way he squeezed us off going into the bank section, to be fair. But yeah, poor by myself. And that's a 3-second penalty to ruin the race for us, so you look back, you kind of think, yeah, I should have yielded. Car ahead in 3rd has got, I think that's a 2-second penalty. What did he do there for 2 seconds? How much is this going to set us back? We'll go down to 3rd because I think... Yeah, there's... Super Smitty got it, hit us again there. I think we unghosted as he kind of come through. I'm down in 2nd, I don't want to be in 2nd gear. Right, we lost a few positions, but we're still within the group. 1.5 laps to go, we can still get 5th place back. Our safety rating was so close to being back to S, and I think we've lost that chance in this race. Now we've got to catch these guys and get past. We are aware of Smitty not being the cleanest and the nicest driver. He does like to force you off and squeeze you, so we've got to be aware of that. Half a second penalty for the South African. He's hitting the French guy. This is going to be nasty coming into the bank section. We're going to go for the inside. Hope to hold it. We have, I think, just held it around Super Smitty there. South African takes advantage on the inside. This is a good race, as long as they don't force us off, which Super Smitty's going to do now. Yeah, he's forced us wide. We're probably going to get a penalty for him going in the wall again. But he would not give us any room to move. We didn't get a penalty, I'm surprised. I had nowhere to go and nothing to do. I think we may get a penalty for track limits though. Yeah, Super Smitty, you need to learn to drive a lot better. I'm not the best, but that was horrendous. We didn't get a track limits. We're in 7th. We've still got a chance then. We know 5th has got a half a second penalty. But yeah, I don't think any of that was my fault. We had nowhere to go, to be honest. I do question myself quite a bit to whether I should have done things differently. But I didn't really have anywhere else to go. I probably braked too much there. That was silly by myself. Trying to be extra careful in the corner. That may have cost us a position. Super Smitty is still just behind us, so we have to be aware of him. Battling ahead as well. Taking that corner badly. Can we hold this round here? There is still time to gain something from this. I think we are faster than these guys. Overall, it's just getting past them. And cleanly. Right, French guy ahead. And obviously watch out for Super Smitty and the braking zones if he's going to dive bomb us, that's the question. Not exactly been the cleanest so far. Why so serious? The French guy ahead of us. He's gone for the outside. We're going to have a look up the inside here. He's left us room, which is nice of him. We didn't get the best drive out though, I don't think. He's going to have the inside for the next. He didn't take it as tight as we did. Which will give us a little bit of advice. Gone a bit wider there as well. Maybe under braking. Very good driving by the French guy there. Gave a decent amount of space. We've held the inside nicely. We're up to 6th. We've got to hold this now in the final bend. He went for a dive bomb by the looks of that and missed massively. I was keeping an eye on the back end. But yeah, that was lovely and clean between the two of us around the final bends, and we got 6th place finish. The penalty, the 3-second penalty didn't help. We would have been around 4th. But that was a bit of our fault, a bit of not. The dive bomb in the end by the French guy, why so serious? I don't know why he did that. That was lovely clean driving around the last couple of corners. You know, he gave us space, we gave him space. It was nice. I don't understand why he did the dive bomb. One position raised. I enjoyed that race. That was close. Have we kept a B driver rating? We have just lost some safety rating though, but we have kept our B driver rating. Smitty, I don't know whether to say something to him or not. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Let's see if he says anything. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I'm just waiting for him to say something. He's writing something. Really? He weren't happy with us. Need to give space. He left the room. Yeah, he wasn't happy with us at all. But like I say, he didn't give us any space. I don't think our driving was bad. he just wasn't giving us any space at all. Right, back to it. See if we can improve our time. We're going to have, what, 5-6 minutes, I think, for another qualifying lap. I'm in two minds whether to touch daily race C. And at the start of the stream, we did daily race A, and it was horrendous. It's definitely a safety rating killer. Let's see how much driver rating we gained or lost in the previous then. We went up. We gained about 300 driver rating, lost about 5 safety rating. So we need a good race to get back to S, safety rating. We've gained a little bit of breathing space B, but not by much. So we need to go faster. Thanks, Binny. Thanks so much. Have a good day, and I'll see you later. Right, I've got time for 2 to 3 qualifying laps. See if we can beat our 2:05.2. Still aiming for 2:04. That's still the aim. Better into the corner there. I think going under the bridge in before the bank section, a 106 was our best, so that's kind of something to aim at. Got to be up to that point before 106 to know we're ahead. I think it's better through there. Don't know if we cut that too much. Find out in a second. Don't know if I should have stayed in 4th longer. But yeah, 106, 105.6. I think we're ahead of our best. It's going to depend on these last few corners now. I felt a bit slow out there. Slow doesn't always mean bad. It just felt slow. I know we've got the 2:04 in us. It's just getting it. Don't know. I don't know if it's going to be better or not. 2:04.4. We smashed our best lap by a long way. Absolutely smashed it. We hit what we wanted to do. We're still slightly off our aim. Our aim was a 2:4 dead, but we absolutely smashed our best time. We're nowhere near on this lap. But we did it. I knew we were fast enough. It's just a case of getting the lap and putting it together. This lap is kind of a throwaway. We messed up the first couple of corners. But yeah, we smashed our best time. Just getting the back into the groove. We've got 2 minutes to the race. We will come out for a second. Are the rammers in the game? Yes. Did you not see the last race? Some people ram you. Some people will not give you space in the corners when they should. We had it with this guy in the last race. He wouldn't give us room, and he ended up in a wall because of it. He was trying to force himself to take our position when we were ahead, which does happen. I would like to think I drive quite conservatively. I can be aggressive, but I tend to try and yield more than give. Which does mean I'll finish lower down because of it. But because of that, I'm trying to even it out. I'm trying to learn to be less conservative, but at the same time be fair. I have given positions back when the race has gone wrong. But yeah, it's one of those. I should have saved the race replay. We could have looked at it and seen who was ahead. You can digest all the information. In the end of it, he wasn't happy with how we raced, as his comment said. But I feel that he didn't give any room. So it's a bit of both. Okay, we'll do this race with the Audi TT, and then I'll give the Lambo a go with this race. My only concern with the Lamborghini is under braking. It is horrible, but we'll give it a go. But yeah, we'll do this race first, and we'll have a little run with the Lamborghini. We've got a minute to the race, so it's not enough to do a lap anyway. We just smashed the best lap. But it looks like Darren's improved his, because he's now got his 203.4. He was 203.9 last time. Lambo is quick, but not very good in corners, and this track has quite a lot of tight corners, so it can be a bit difficult to control under braking. It slides a lot. Oh, that's why. Darren's actually on currently, which will be why he's beating his time. But yeah, it slides a lot, Keller. That's the biggest issue, I think, with it. I'm amazed at my short videos. 300 views, 394, load of likes, a couple of subscribers. Thank you, everyone, very much for looking at them. Like I say, they are just little pre-videos of No Man's Sky Discovering One Planet at a Time series. You know, but they're just a bit different. But yeah, massively happy about how they go. The sound is nice. The sound of the Lambo is very nice. But yeah, I don't... Personally, the Lambo isn't designed for this track. I may do a free practice to try it out, but if I can't control in the corners, it's pointless racing with it. Some tracks are more suited to some cars, and it also depends on what tyre you're using and stuff like that, because some tyres will give better grip. Our new qualifying time puts us into 4th place. We're one of 3 B-rated drivers, so we need further above to increase our driver rating, which is what we need to do. 203.4, so he's a second ahead, going first place in the RCZ. So a lot of people using the RCZ, although the top times in the world, the 201s, win the Audi TT. There's a little bit of a mix, NSX. The main thing is a Super Smitty, isn't it? Super Smitty's in this race again. He's behind us in 6th. We had a few issues with him in the last race. He doesn't give you any room. He likes to push you off. And he wasn't happy with how we drove in the first race. I'm not going to say anything to him in the chat unless he does it to me. Gil 3000 Elite as well. We've met him previously in one of the lobbies. So there's a couple we've been up against before. The reason we're racing with C-rated drivers as well is because we are so low in B now. We've lost a bit too much recently. With me just messing around rather than taking it seriously. We'll see if Super Smooth says anything. He probably won't. But yeah, you're on about rammers and stuff. You may see in this one, keep an eye out for number 6, Super Smithy. He can be an issue. But yeah, we need to finish first or second, really, to get driver rating here. We know we can do this track well. It is just pulling it together and being clean. I'd rather be S-rated safety rating again as well. That's the big thing. But yeah, a couple of people to watch out for. Gil 3000 Elite is pretty quick, or can be quick. He was in one of the previous races. So that's something to keep an eye out for. You will do see him. There are people from Romania that race. It just depends what their driver rating is, what the safety rating is, and if they're on. But yeah, you get a massive mix. We had South Africa in the last one. I'm not very good with flags, so if you spot it, you'll have to tell me. But yeah, we've got Switzerland, French, German, Italian. I think it's a Croatian flag up there somewhere. Right, to the race. Can we, 1, beat Super Smitty? It's kind of a rivalry now getting into it. And 2, we need a podium. We've not had a podium yet. We're starting in 4th. We need a podium. Guys, first and second are very quick. but it's doable. We can change the livery on the cars as well. I've not really messed around after taking the Union Jack one off. You can download people's liveries that they've created and add to your cars and change them all. Make them look all different kind of things. Yeah, there is in this race, but it's time of day as well. Depends when you race, depends when it's more popular with certain people. Right, here we go. We need a very good start. We need a good first couple of corners here. Clean, good corners is what we need. Good first corner. Got to try and get away with these guys and leave the guys behind us. Get a big gap, ideally. Because I know the guys in first and second are quick. So we've got to keep in touch and distance, keeping the slipstream. A bit of a gap to the car behind, but not enough. Get fourth place off start, but they're getting away ahead of us. Second has gone very wide through there. Wouldn't say it's as nice as we normally take it. It's something to be aware of. Probably changed to fifth a little bit too early there. Trying to catch these guys back up. We lost a bit of time. Safety rating is going up. That is also a good thing. That's what we wanted. Got a bit of a gap to the car behind. These three battle. That will help our cause. A little bit late on the power, but I was trying to make sure we weren't going wide into the gravel. So they are battling ahead. That will help us. Got to no cone track limits. We've got to not get any penalties. And they are battling. Third is just he's just knocked him off, and he's got a 2-second penalty. So after the penalties, we may be into podium position. The first time today. And third went to first quite quickly there. Right, got to be careful under braking here. Got a bit of slipstream, so we're aware of that. So braking a little bit earlier. Carrying that nicely. That 2-second penalty will give us third place when he has it. So just got to keep up with the other two now if we're going to get anything else out of this. Good racing so far. Don't think he's going to be happy with his penalty. Just trying to avoid him just in case he unghosts as we went past. Using the torque of third gear to get up the hill. There we go. Better corner through there now this time. Didn't do as well the first lap, but we did better through there this time. Cutting that nicely as well, into fifth. They are getting away a little bit ahead of us, but I think they'll battle, as we've seen previously. Going defensive ahead of us as well for the Italian. We're in third place. We've got a decent nearly 2.5 second gap in the car behind. We just need those two to battle and us to take advantage and keep our own race clean. That's the big thing. Got to concentrate on ourselves, as well as the cars ahead and behind. Kind of sticking with them. It's kind of staying a decent time to the cars ahead. They're not getting away, and we're not falling down to them. Felt like I was in the wrong gear there. No, we haven't lost any time to them, so that's something. Okay. We're not catching, but they've got each other's slipstream. We haven't got slipstream. Cut the first corner nicely. Probably braked a little bit hard there. We need some good corners to try and catch these guys. We are on for our first podium, 2.5 seconds over the car in 4th. Super Smitty, soon to be our rival the way it's going. They're battling ahead though, so we need to keep ahead of Super Smitty. Got to just keep it clean, tidy. A little bit wide around the corner, wider than I would have liked. We've got a decent gap to him. Trying not to get any track limit infringements, that's a big thing. Had a lead off there more than I normally would, so that's going to lose us a bit of time. We'll give Super Smitty an advantage to catch us, and he's gaining a little bit. We're losing to the cars ahead now, we're 1.5 seconds behind them. So a bad lap from us there. Nice exit through there though. Up nicely. Can we hold this together? Penultimate lap this is, so we're not long left to go. We just need to hold this. They can still go wrong ahead. There could be a mistake from either of them. It will help us. Didn't change gear that time. I think that was definitely a better way of doing that corner. Gained a bit of time on the cars ahead. They are battling as well. Which is what we need. We need them to battle. Bit of an argy-bargy going on. Will only help us. You'll need 3 seconds on 4th. Braking nice and early. Swinging it in. We've caught right back up with these two now. We're in the mix for the win on the final lap. We can hold this and keep it clean, tidy. We are in the mix. They're battling as brought us closer. It's all on catching. And taking some really good corners now. But also battling may bring 4th back into it, that's the only thing, so we've got to be a bit careful. I've messed up that corner. That wasn't a good corner for us. Cars ahead have gone. I messed up the corner, I was too busy looking at the times. I can't bottle this podium already, surely. I need them to battle hard to catch him up now. We've got 2 seconds on the car behind, and we're 1 second behind the 2 cars ahead. All because I messed up the corner. But it's going to be a clean race. This should put us back into driver rating S. Safety rating S, sorry, which is what we wanted. We had a better corner through there than both of those 2 combined by the looks of it. We are going to just be on their tails for this last section. Whether it's enough, I don't know. Whether they take each other out, that's the other thing. Some people are known to do. I'm happy with the 3rd place. I don't think we're going to get past them. We're going to finish in 3rd by the looks of things. Good race for us, very good finish. We'll take the 3rd place. Very, very happy with that. Clean, perfect racing. We messed up a corner. We could have really been on for that victory at the end if we hadn't messed up a couple of corners before the end. But a decent finish, 3rd place. Very, very happy with that. Our first podium of the day. Okay, Keller wants us to look at the Lambo, so what I'll do is I'll get the Group 4 Lambo and we'll do a test drive. We won't do a race, we'll do a test drive. I'm a little bit worried about a race just because I don't know how it handles. Group 4 I think is the Hurricane, to be fair. We shall have a look, but yeah, 3rd place, podium finish, and it should be a complete clean race. There we go. That should take us, that will hopefully give us driver rating, but also it should gain us S safety rating, which puts in a different lobby, hopefully. Cleaner, better racing, hopefully. Let's have a look. S rated. We are now S rated safety round, which is what we wanted. 2:03.9 was the fastest lap. I will just say good race to those two. Stowe, brilliant race by him. Really enjoyed that. So we were the best English driver there by the looks of things. Okay, Lambo. So we'll go for free practice. And the Lamborghini, let's have a look. Lamborghini Huracan. That one I've played with, that's why it's a different thing. But yeah, Lamborghini Huracan, Group 4. Will attempt a lap. Like I say, it does depend on the car, and because of the heavy braking zones at the start of the lap, this car won't be massively brilliant, I don't think. I could be wrong, I could smash my lap time and think, what am I doing? Let's go for this, but we'll see. I just need to check. Brake balance. We can adjust on the fly, so it's not an issue. Traction control is off. Right. This is your Lamborghini, Keller. Very fast car. Like I say, under braking can be very, very iffy. Not too bad through there though. Trying to get it turned round there was bad. Does sound, yeah, the cars are so, the sounds of the cars are based on the cars, so they are realistic, real sounds, and it does sound amazing. To drive, it is a nice car. Like I say, it is quick, but it struggles on corners. It's not as good at cornering as the Audi TT. I'm just trying to keep it on track. It's a battle sometimes under braking. Lift off a little bit there just to keep it going. But yeah, top end is good. You can fully upgrade some cars as well. You can upgrade all cars, but daily races normally set a limit. Has it got a 7th gear? It has got a 7th. Acceleration isn't fantastic by the way it feels. Acceleration seems a little bit off. By not, I don't know, the Audi TT I think accelerates quicker, it seems. But I could be wrong. I don't know where I am in terms of lap time. How good compared to what it was. Shouldn't have braked there. I don't think I'm going to beat my lap. No, I'm not. I'm miles away. And this is why people aren't using it. 2:06. And that weren't a bad lap with this, to be fair. It wasn't as bad as I thought under braking. I did think it'd be a lot worse. But actually it wasn't that bad. The acceleration just feels a bit off. Doesn't feel like it accelerates as much as the Audi. For some reason. We'll go again, to see if we can beat our time. We're currently ahead of a 2:06.8, but yeah, nowhere near the Audi. But yeah, I don't know what it is, it just feels slow in acceleration. Top end is brilliant, but it's the acceleration just seems sluggish. We are smashing our previous lap time, I'll give you that. Not our record, but what we did in this previously. Hitting 150 mile an hour as we approach the bank section. and I've messed it up. Didn't brake enough. Oh yeah, he's very fast compared to the Audi, but like I say, you lose it in the corners on under acceleration. And I messed it up in the braking. Braking isn't as good, is it? That's the thing. Let's have a look at another car. I don't think anything's going to... The Audi TT is what's being used by everyone, so I'm assuming that is the fastest car. If we look at the best drivers in the world currently. Yeah, the Audi TT is smashing it. So because of that, the Audi TT is the best car. Right. The only downside of daily races is if you want to have a look at different cars, you have to keep going out to go in to try a different car. So the Huracan is good. It's fast, but not very good in the corners. I've done a decent lap before in the Veyron. No one is using the Veyron though, and I don't know why. A lot of people are using the RCZ. I'm not a fan of it. I find getting the power down can be tricky. These are all my Group 4s. If you want me to buy another one, I've got plenty of money to buy a car as long as it's Group 4. I don't know what else. Try the Begay. Okay. Yeah, I like the Begay. Begay previously I've used in this track and it is a very good car. But I'm just trying different cars. The Audi TT is a lovely car. I love the car itself. I use it a lot. Especially when the RCZ is generally the top car. I will use the Audi because I'm not a fan of the RCZ. Like I say, getting the power down can be tricky with it. Begay Veyron, I've not driven this for a while. Obviously we've got the benchmark set. We'll keep the brake bias where it is. Got the benchmark set by the Audi TT. We'll see where we come. This is more of a dull grunt, this one, compared to the Lambo. We'll see what we can do. Again, under braking, very slippery under braking compared to the Audi. The Audi is very good under braking. Acceleration again seems slow. The problem, the cars that generally have a good top end, acceleration isn't always brilliant. The Gays are probably faster. Well, we'll see when we get to that bank section before it and see what speed we get. I think we hit about 154 with the Lambo. And spinning it round the corner there, I didn't brake enough. But again, I don't think this car is viable the way it's going. It does feel really slow, and I know it's not. We're doing 100 mile an hour through the bends here. But it feels slow. But, I mean, driving feels slow in general with it. Like, nothing's an effort, which is good. I don't think we're going to hit the speed we hit previously. We're at 154 with the Lambo before the bank section. Oh, we've smashed it. And I didn't brake enough. That was my fault. Didn't brake enough into the bank section. I was too busy looking at how quick it was going. We hit close to 160. We'll get to the end of the lap, we'll do a decent lap and see where we compare to the Audi. But my guesstimate is currently nowhere near. Just doesn't brake enough. What I'm going to do is do brake on -4 on the front. It should be braking a lot more. I wonder if I need to put the brake to the back. Yeah, I've got Ferrari. We can have a look at the Ferrari next. I say, it's under braking, this is struggling. You have to really brake hard for it not to slide. In terms of lap time, I don't think we're going to be anywhere near the Audi. The Audi is the optimal car for this race. The conditions, tyre, track. But yeah, we've previously used Bugatti for this track and did well. But maybe a different tyre, different conditions. That's the thing. The BOP could have been different, which does make all the difference. Better through there, less slide. But this whole car just doesn't feel like an effort. I might have cut the corner too much there, that's poor for me. Got the wrong line. So last race with the Audi, we managed to get a podium, 3rd place. I haven't looked at what a driver rain's done, but we've got up to S-Class safety rain. Back again after a few bad races. Ferraris generally aren't fantastic in this. That's the thing. People think the Ferrari will be really good, but I've yet to use a Ferrari that's actually been competitive. I hate to say it, they're not brilliant. But yeah, Bugatti Veyron I don't think is viable at all looking at this. The line was a little bit off there, I'll give you that. But even so, unless you're within a second, I can't say it's my driving that's made it worse. Maybe went down too much of a gear, but we're still gaining time. Well, what kind of time are we going to get? I think it's a 2:06. 2:06. So 2 seconds off. So again, yeah, no. It's not good under braking. We'll try a Ferrari, as Keller is now requesting cars. How long we got to next race? 15 minutes. Okay, Ferrari. What have we got? The Ferrari Italia. We've seen someone use this in the race, so we know someone has tried it. I'm not a fan of them in this. I just find them not to be that good. Personally, but we shall see. Okay, I will check traction control. Got to take traction. Yeah, traction. I have to see this. I've not used this car, so we'll take traction control off, and we'll see where we are. Again, I've not used this. In fact, it was 0 miles on the clock, so I will apologise straight away because I am not used to this car at all. Sounds nice. Didn't brake enough, that's why I'm sliding. Need to take the speed off better. Acceleration feels better than the Bugatti. I'll give you that. But again, it's got a lot of power you've got to try and get down. Might put the brake into the front. Find the slide if you're not taking enough power off. But yeah, up the hill, the acceleration seems better. Then I also know, and I'm not massively experienced with loads of different types of cars, some cars you need to be changing gear halfway, some fully. You don't always rev them fully out, whereas I tend to rev all cars fully. But I know there are cars you shouldn't. You're actually quicker if you change gear halfway or 3/4 way. How's it going to take the bank section? Not too bad. It's quick. I didn't see what speed we got towards the bank section, to be fair. I was paying more attention to my braking point this time. Didn't take enough off to change gear, that's why you got that little bit there. So we're not going to be as quick. We'll do one more race, one more lap. It's a 2:06, but that's with very little practice with this car. So we'll do another lap just to be better. See if we can improve. Again, I don't think it's anywhere near viable. Too wide, I've messed it up. Yeah. Touched the grass. Tried to go on the acceleration a little bit too early. Messed this lap up now. But yeah, that's the Ferrari. So very fast, but again, not massively viable. Again, I think the best car for the race, we all know, is the Audi TT. Hello, Simple Boy, how are you? The Ferrari does look better than the Audi TT. I think it sounds better than the Audi. We've got 9 minutes. What other car can we try? The big car is either the RCZ. People are trying and failing with it, but the Audi TT, hands down, is the best car for this combination. You've got the V8 Vantage as well. I can't see anything beating the Audi TT currently. Like I say, the best cars in the world are the Audi TT. Got to keep an eye on. Do we try a different car? You know what? I think we should just go back into it. Audi TT all the way. I do normally like trying loads of different cars. See which one works better. It's normally what I try and do. But I just can't see anything beating the Audi at this race. I just don't think anything's going to be better. The RCZ people are using and struggling with. Right, we've got a couple of minutes. How long we got to the race? I didn't see. Oh, I didn't go in. Did I? I pressed the wrong button. I actually didn't go into the race. What I'm going to do, go into the race, grab myself a drink. We've got a few minutes. We've got 8.5 minutes, in fact. TT would be my pick. Yeah, that's what I've been using so far. We've got a podium so far today. We've got a safety rating back up to S, which is what I was aiming for. But I'm just going to grab a drink, and then we shall hopefully be hitting the race. So bear with me a second. Alright, let's drink sorted. Yeah, the Ferrari does look nice. I think it's the wrong colour. I need to get a different livery for it. I don't think the black is brilliant. But most Ferraris should be red, really and truly, shouldn't they? But it is a very nice car. Sounds nice as well. Right, can we beat our time? We wanted to do a 2:04, and we got close to it last time. Our driver rating, how much did we go up last race for the podium? Went up a bit. Safety rating's good, we're back to S. Went up about 400-500 for the third place last time, so we'll be in a slightly different lobby, I would assume, this time. Mainly because safety rating has gone up. back to where I normally have it, apart from bad races. Does mean we've probably lost Super Smitty as a rival currently. Yeah, we've got to see if we can get... Oh, my aim was the 204 dead. We're not quite there. Late changing gear there. I think it's the hesitation on acceleration is an issue sometimes. That's something I've got to be aware of. But I'm trying to make sure I don't take too much into the corner. But yeah, like I say, the start of the stream, it's the first time back doing GT Sport and trying for a while. I've had the odd race here and there for fun. And GT Sport is all about practice. We've got better throughout the day though. Got our safety rating back. Got our driver rating back up a little bit more towards mid B, which is better than bottom B, although we're still quite close to bottom. But we've got some of it back. That's what we wanted. Just managed to hold up there, graze the gravel. It wasn't what I wanted, took a little bit too much in. Not as close a line I normally take there. Remember, this is all done on controller, manual gears, but on controller. And controller can be, contrary to popular belief, as quick as a wheel. The only thing is, it's not good for is tyre degradation. That's where you lose out on a controller. I don't know how close we're going to be, probably not anywhere near close enough. No, 2052. I don't think that's a good first corner compared to our first. You're going to touch the grass there as well, which isn't going to be helpful. This lap isn't very good at all. Messed up the first couple of corners. Same here, DRB and SRC, nice. Have you done the races today then, Simple Boy? How have you found them, if you have done them? I was surprised at how dirty even safety rating wise A was. A safety rating was surprisingly dirty when it came to this, so I'm glad I'm out of it. Although we've had some really good races with some good people. I've messed this lap up massively, but there were some horrific ones. We're time for one good quick lap after, see if we can improve our time. We really need to put it together. Oh, you've not had to go yet, okay. Yeah, from what we've done today, I haven't tried Daily Race C, mainly because I probably won't even bother. I just don't think, I'm not a fan of the track with the El Rouge. I think I've got it right. And Group 1 is, they're going to have no grip at all. We tried Daily Race A, we did one race, and yeah, I won't be going back to it, but this race, these are really good races if you get a good lobby, which we have had some decent ones, but they are very quick. But generally everyone's in the Audi or the RCZ. There are a few other cars, but not many. Scirocco's made an appearance once or twice, seen that a few times. Right, decent end to the lap, but there we go. Right, we've got time for one quick lap. Can we beat our qualifying time? We're very good. First couple of corners. This is where we messed it up last lap. It's our first couple of corners. Right, we're up on our best for these laps. The 5.2 was our best previously this time, which is a little bit off our best at all. We let off, didn't accelerate soon enough there. I don't think we gained much through there. We are doing okay though. Half a second up on our best of this session. Isn't quite enough to beat our all-time best. Yeah, any tips, Simple Boy? I'd say I'm very, very rusty. I wouldn't say I'm the best in the world. But I do enjoy driving these cars. Had a good run through the bank section there. Gained a lot of time. We're losing a little bit now. This is going to be close to beating our best, I think. Very close. All depends on this last bit. No, we've lost it. I don't think we're beating it now. Just dropping off at the end. 2:04, 480. So a little bit off our best time. The Viper does well here. How do you do the money for the cars? So you earn it via the races. Every race you do on single player, not even online, you can just do single player. You will gain money after each race. And you can buy your cars that way. Money's very easy to come by. You'll get, every time you drive a certain amount a day, you also get another car, Keller. It's a daily bonus car, and they can be anything. You can get duplicates cars which you can then sell, not sell, you can get rid of. Our qualifying time is starting us in second, and this race is now more like it. B's and a couple of C's, whereas before it was a lot of C's and very few B's. So now, we generally don't have to finish as high to get anything. Everyone is in the Audi TT bar, 2 Atenzas, a Megane and a Corvette. A couple of other English guys in, but Spanish guy leading the way, 2:04, 2:85. Wow. So not massively quicker than us, and that was doable on the last lap we just did. A few 2:04s. It's going to be an interesting race. I think this will be quite a close race. If we can get a podium position here, this may actually boost their driver rating quite significantly, hopefully. Don't recognise any names, but that will be because the safety ratings put us in a different lobby. We do need to hold that S safety rating massively. But yeah, let's see what we can do. It's all going to be down to the start. That's C-rated driver, Mickey and 77. He could be quick. He's got a quick time. He's only C-rated, which tells me he's either dropped driver rating or he's been on that cusp for a little while. So there we go. Let's see what we can do. Another podium would be ideal. Yeah, keep a driver rating going. Our best so far is a third, but then this is the highest we've started in a race. First corner is going to be the big one. Got to be very careful without being too conservative. I think that's what lets me down. The first corner, straight off the start, I'm very conservative. I'm aware of people coming up the inside. Whereas I shouldn't be as conservative, I don't think. But yeah, a lot of people in the Audi. We should really go and have a look for a new livery, shouldn't we, really? See if there's anything nice going on. Because that's the car of the day, or the week, there may be quite a few new ones. So we may have a look after this. Right, what can we do? What do we think? Need a podium. What do we think we're going to achieve? Probably brake too early there. I was just trying to be aware of cars coming behind. Probably a bit late on the power. We're okay. Kept second. That was our big aim, was keep our position from the start. And try not to let first get away from us too much. Although we're getting out of slipstream already. He got a lot better run off that corner. Using the torque of third gear to get us up the hill before changing. I do like this section. If you get the line right in this section, it can be very quick. We're catching on first now. Good section for us. He got a little bit untidy on the exit. He's going to go defensive here, I think. But we've got a second and a half just over to the car behind. So that very tight. This isn't always ideal. The run off the tight line isn't always brilliant. Didn't take that as nice as I normally want to. Struggled on this last bit, I always have done. This last set of corners. I think we're okay. Just under a second away from the car in first. Good run off the exit there. Catching him a little bit here. He's going to go, I think he might go defensive again. Didn't cut that as much as I normally do. He's straight on his tail now. Probably could have accelerated a little bit earlier there. Two seconds to the car in third. That's a decent gap now. Just got to hold this. We're less than a second behind. And we know we're quicker in some sectors. But I think it's our hesitation on acceleration which is actually causing us to be slower. But yeah, we are, I think, faster in some of the sections. Because we tend to get quite close, especially the bank section, where we took it quite deep last time. They're quite tight. 4.5 seconds to the guy in third. So if we can keep this clean, could be a second place podium. Don't want to be as tight to that bank section this time. Not a bad run out. Going to be tighter here. Without cutting it too much because we don't want that penalty. He takes a different line to me through here. It's fine, but we've caught him back up with our line. We're right on his tail now. I think he may have gone too deep through there. Because we're now right on his tail. Don't want to go. I'm not going to have the push to go past him into the first corner, but we're right on the Spanish guy's tail. We're going to set a fastest lap of the race. I've just bumped him. I didn't mean to. He braked a lot more than I was expecting there. It's my fault. I'm letting him go. It's my fault completely. I wasn't expecting to brake so heavily. We've held back. As that was my fault. I don't want to lose too much time to the car behind now. Right. We're giving it back to him. It's just under a second on us now. That's my apology. Wasn't expecting a heavy braking. I don't think I really allowed for slipstream braking either. Whereas you're obviously going faster under slipstream, so I should have given more. So my fault, so we've given it back to him. Now it's a case of we've got to catch back up. took that badly through there. Kept the speed though, we're okay. But yeah, 1.5 seconds behind coming first now. My mistake has probably cost us a chance of the win unless he messes up massively. We got a decent, just nearly lost it there on the gravel. I was going to say we've got a decent gap to the car in third. We need to not make any more mistakes. That's the big thing. We've got 4 seconds, but we are losing a little bit due to a couple of our mistakes. And unless he makes a mistake, I can't see us catching him now. I probably gave him too much time back, but it's one of those things. We have still got the fastest lap of the race though, currently. 2:04.3, which is better than our qualifying, but then slipstream comes into play. So he's now 2.5 seconds up the road from us. Yeah, that over a second advantage we gave him for hitting him probably is a little bit too much, because we're never going to catch first now. But as long as we do everything right, we'll still get second. He did brake way too early. As long as it's not just me that thought that. I do question myself sometimes when I blame other people for what they've done. I do question whether it's me that's causing the issue, but I swear he braked a lot more than I was expecting. So as long as it's not just me that sees that, I'm not massively in the wrong. But we did have slipstream as well, so I did wonder if it was just because I hadn't allowed for slipstream. But yeah, we're letting him get away. It's not an issue. We're going to get second. It's a shame battling for first, but it's okay. We'll take the second place. It should be a driver rating game, which is the main thing. And that's another podium. But yeah, what could have been, eh? But these things happen. We should have been more aware. At least we gave it back. That's what sportsmanship's about. It's not always about the winning. It's about making sure you're fair to the other drivers around you as well. But a decent race. We had a decent battle with him for a while. And we set the fast. Oh, he just beat our fastest lap of the race, that last lap as well. How bad was that? Yeah, I've got BMWs, Keller. We do have BMWs. Again, I'm not a massive fan of them in this. But yeah, Audi TT, definitely dominating. The Atenza nowhere near. I like the Atenza. I've got an Atenza and I really love the car, but it's just not viable here, unfortunately. But yeah, started in second, stayed in second. We got an SR down, which was our fault, although he braked early. But a decent result. That should be a decent driver rating up, hopefully. Door number 8, second place. But we still don't know if the door number is really what people think it is. But good race, that one. Should really change the livery. We could have a look at liveries and see. So there's my money going up now, Keller, just from doing that race. I will just say well done to him. Yeah, he did well. We've lost our S safety rating because of that one hit. That's annoying. Because that was a lot better lobby because of the safety rating. We've lost it based on that. That's a little bit annoying. So we've got 6 minutes to the next race. I was going to look at liveries, but no, I want my safety rating back. So yeah, BMWs wise, we're not using them because I don't think anything's going to beat this. Keller was asking what BMWs do we have. What have we got? I don't use them. That's the thing. Chevrolet, Toyota. I've got any actually. Volkswagen, Mitsubishi, McLaren, Dodge, Citroen, Chevrolet, Volkswagen. No, we actually don't have any Group 4 BMWs. I've got them in Group 3, admittedly. But yeah, we're going to go back to Daily Race B. Yeah, I've got a couple of Dodges. Yeah, as a manufacturer, they do more than just the Viper, but I've got a couple of them. Again, they won't beat the Audi TT. Nothing is going to beat the Audi TT in Daily Race B, I wouldn't have said at the minute. Right, let me have a look what driver rating we've now got. This may be our last race. I'm struggling a little bit with my back and my sitting position. I'm just reloading the app to see what my driver rating went up or down, and safety rating we know it went down. We just don't know how much. But yeah, this will probably be the last race of the stream. I'm struggling in my position at the minute, which is going to happen. We've already done 4 hours streaming this morning of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Plus, we're now 3 hours into streaming GT Sport. So yeah, last race, I think, personally. For today, anyway. We gained a whole 1,000 driver rating coming second the last race. And we dropped by 1 point out of S safety rating. I'm just look to see how... No. Right, yeah, so we are a couple of 1,000 points into B. So we've gained some, but we need to gain a bit more. So we need a good finish in this race, but my concern is we've now dropped to A-rated safety, which could become an issue. And again, I will just say my shorts for No Man's Sky are flying. 439 views, 389 views. Amazing. Thank you to everyone that has watched them. Again, they are just prerequisites and precursors to my actual No Man's Sky Discovering One Planet at a Time videos. So check out the whole video. They were a little teaser really of different animals, more than the video itself. But yeah, massive view count going up for the shorts. We're getting a couple of new subscribers today, so thank you very much to them. And thank you everyone who's liked the stream, this GT Sports stream, and thank you to everyone that has joined the Valhalla stream this morning. But yeah, last race, we're going to do one more race, right, in 3 minutes' time. Try for another podium, try to get a safety round back up to S, and then that'll be it for today. I'm not going to be streaming tonight. I think my back is hurting enough not to be able to do anything else today. It's the sitting position I need to be in to race and game in general, even though I am on the sofa, causes my back to not help, and I'm struggling to recover as it is from my accident, so I need to be laying down, I think, to help my recovery, and gaming laying down isn't the easiest, especially not racing, because you move around. Even though you're on a controller, you move with the car. You can't help it. Doesn't do my back any good. I have been struggling throughout this whole stream. But yeah, if you don't know, I've got 2 fractures in my spine from a motorcycle accident. I'm still recovering. It's been a month and a half. Haven't left the house in a month and a half because I can't walk far enough. So there are them issues. So yeah, last race today. Let's see what we can do. See if we can get back our S rating. See what we can achieve. We'll do one more race. If you haven't seen, and I think he's streaming today. I'm just having a look to see if he's streaming. I assume he will be. At some point today, Adventure Racing will probably be streaming. If you haven't seen him on YouTube, check him out. Brilliant guy. Does a lot of GT Sport. Well, he mainly does GT Sport. Fantastic guy though. So if you are free this afternoon, he's normally streaming by now, to be fair, but he's not. But yeah, if you do have a chance, check out his channel. I think his content is amazing. So definitely worth the look, personally. But yeah, last race, minute and a half. Simple Boy, thank you for joining us. It's been good. It's been a good day of streaming, you know, like this morning. No stream tomorrow, daytime. Our next stream will probably be Tuesday night, to be honest. Will probably be our next stream, which will probably be more Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I know there was an announcement for the FIA races. The exhibitions are finished. The new ones have been announced, or announced that they're happening, which we knew was happening. But nothing has been confirmed, times and dates and everything else yet. So I don't know how I'll be able to take part. I want to try and do more with them. My biggest issue for me is time of day, work, when I'm allowed back at work, when I'm able to work. So we'll have to see on that. But this is the first time I've live streamed GT Sport for quite a while. But it's been a really good, enjoyable stream. Everyone who's joined in the chat has been amazing. It's been good. I'm glad I did it. I was in a two minds, but I'm glad I did it. Right, how are we ready for this last race of the day? And then I do need to rest because I'm struggling. Can we get a rest safety rating back? Can we get a DR rating even higher and not lose too much? It's all going to depend on qualifying. We didn't spend any time practicing, so I don't know where time will put us. We started second in the last race. We've had two podiums in a row as well. We had a third and a second last race. Can we make it a first in the last race? That would be icing on the cake. Oh, we're starting well down, aren't we? B rated and A. This is why the S rated lobbies are better. We start higher up. This is going to be a bit more of a battle. Super Smithy isn't there. Bonus. 203.3 is the BA at the top. RCZ's up there. Again, TT dominates. One Megane, two RCZs. We will not... This is going to be tight. This is going to be a tricky race. From about 10th up, it is going to be a very tight race. And we need something decent. Admittedly, they can all knock each other out at the first corner and it does us a massive favour. But it's going to be difficult. Like I say, we started second in the last race with our qualifying time of 4.4. But that was an S-rated safety rating lobby. This is only an A-rated because we dropped down by 1 point, which is annoying. And that was all because of us. But we'll see what we can do this time. Where do you think we're going to finish? What's your predictions? Obviously a top 10 for me is always a bonus. I always like a good top 10. Podium's going to be tight. Just because if they're consistently 203s, we may struggle a little bit. I can't see them, if they are that quick, then if they're consistent 203s, we haven't got a hope. And that's the top 5. But it all depends. In the race, anything can happen. Take a corner wrong, too much speed, a bit late on the accelerator, anything can happen. Here we go. Final race of the stream. Let's see what we can do. You reckon top 4 colour? Alright, we'll see. I'll try. I want to be podium. But, yeah. Top 5 are 203 lap times. Like I say, if they're consistently that high, that will be difficult. Not too worried about the RCZ apart from the long straight to the bank, because that's the only time that's going to be quicker. Those are in Audi, so they're in equal cars. All comes down to driver ability. Let's see what we can do. Obviously, I won't be looking at chat as much. Because that's the problem with GT4, you can't really look at chat as much. Let's see what we can do. We got a good run on 6th there from the start. I think we've got a better start. I do seem to brake a little bit too early here, but I don't want to brake too late. I think we've got it. We're going to be taken on the inside there. Obviously I could have fought, but there's no point fighting. I changed gear I shouldn't have done. That's going to make us a little bit slower through there. So we lost the place, and that was my hesitation on the first corner. confident in the next load of corners more so than the start. That's the thing, I have confidence here. He braked very late there going in. He thought he took too much speed in. That's why I had to quickly tap the brakes just to be sure. He's got a little bit wide onto the grass there. I've adjusted my line too much. I didn't want to do that. I've gone badly wrong through there. That's going to slow me down massively. I'm going to lose touch with the cars ahead now. That was a poor corners by me there. Trying to adjust for how he was driving, and I over adjusted. Safety rating is very important to us at this point. I want to get back to us. This is where I don't do well and say, one more race. Bank section. Can we do here? Need that 7th place back. He's got very wide onto the gravel there. Just managed to hold it. They're battling ahead of us. That's a good thing. Very happy for them to battle. We need to catch the 7th place. See what we can do. We're still on them. Well, 5th went very, very wide there on the exit, but he's managing to hold it. We're okay, we're in 8th. Could be better, could be worse. Not as tight as I normally take that, but not too bad. Didn't hit the corner as nice as I normally do. Maybe a bit late on acceleration. It's all being mixed up in the middle now. There's going to be a little bit of infighting ahead of us by the looks of it. We'll let them battle it out. I've missed my braking point. That's not going to do me any favours. Too busy looking at the cars ahead, which we've got to not do. There's a car right on our tail now as well. He's going to have the inside line for here, as I normally follow a straighter in than him. We're going to go back up the inside. You can do that there. I'm on the grass though and I can't get it to turn. That's our race destroyed. I thought I'd held it, but I just couldn't get the car to turn. I didn't want to be into second either. My own fault for trying to do too much there. Car ahead got a second penalty. I don't know what he got that penalty for. Remember, this is an A-rated lobby. We have had issues in A-rated lobbies previously. He just jumped the cone. He's got half a second penalty next to us. He's going to go on the inside. Car trying to go between us. That's not going to happen. I didn't change gear. I wasn't looking. I was too busy looking at them two. We're going to get a penalty for that. Didn't even think I touched him. That was poor from us. Didn't honestly think I touched him there. Under braking. This race definitely messes up. I thought we was going to get our S rate back. And I don't think we're going to get our safety rating back at this rate. There's a lot of fighting between these cars. That will only help us. This penalty is not going to help us. Right, I'm changing gear a little bit late as well, which isn't helping. I need to get past these before the penalty. So I just think that first corner is going to be a nightmare with these lot. I don't want to be on the inside here, I really don't. He's going to squeeze us. Watch him not give us any space. Ah, no, he went for the ram. Did you see the Spanish guy? He went for the big dive bomb there, and he's come back across. He's got himself a penalty though. And we got the position. They're all going mad back there. I'm glad we avoided most of that. Didn't think we were for a minute. This hasn't been the race we wanted at all. We need to take our penalty now as well. And we're going to lose this place to Gooberchop. I'm in the second. I don't want to be in second gear for this. So we're now in 12th. 7th place start down to 12th. 1.5 laps to go. This has not been a good race. This is not the race I wanted to end the stream on. Car looking at our inside. We're trying to give him some space around the outside. He needs to give us space on this inside. He didn't want to give us space. That's forced us wide. He did not want to give us space there. We gave him plenty of space into that first set of corners. He did not follow suit. Nothing we can do. Down to 13th now. You know what, we probably will do another race after this, although it's probably going to be an A-rated lobby. And I've gone wide there as well. This is a poor race. We've had such a good session, and this is a poor race. This is why S-rated lobbies are so much better. Although you can get good A-rated lobbies. Some of it is my fault, I will completely agree, before anyone says it's my fault. But at the same time, you've got to give it equal space. We gave the Spanish guy a lot of space, he gave us none. Car on our inside now. Another English guy. Had a brake just to avoid turning into him. So we're down to 14th now. This is not going to be a good for a driver rating or safety rating. He's going to take the inside defensively. I'd slam on just to not go into him. And we got a safety rating down. I didn't think I touched him. Thought I braked plenty to avoid him. That wasn't the case by the looks of it. I think the car in last has just quit. There's only 15 runners now. We're not going to get much out of this by the looks of it, but we'll still try. You never know what's going to happen ahead of us. He was a lot quicker through there than the English guy. So I think I'm fairly quick through here when I get it right. It is a case of getting it right though. Well, he seems to be quicker. We've got a very good line out there. The aim is to try and get 13th by the looks of it at this point. Cars ahead are flying away with it. All I can hope is they all get penalties. I'm going to go off. Yeah, I knew I was. Too much in there. That's our 13th gone. 4 driving on my side. This mistake sneaking in. We've been consistent quite a bit in the last couple of, or last hour or so, and now mistakes are creeping in. And I don't want to blame my back and how much that's painful and killing me at this point, but I will a little bit. It is causing me issues. So we're going to finish the last race of the stream. Annoyingly, 14th. We should have been so much more. But mistakes are creeping in, and honestly I do think my back isn't helping. It's causing me too many issues. We will lose safety rating, we will lose driver rating. I'm aware, I know that's going to happen now. Which is fine, it happens. It was just annoying because we just got out of S. What have we got? B and B. We've dropped down to B safety rating. We started the day on B because of me playing previously, just messing around. Not aggressively, but I mean in general. But back down to B. That is horrendous. Okay. So I think we'll go and find out what our gift card was, and then that'll be it for today. We will probably do. I've really enjoyed GT Sport livestream. I've not done a GT Sport livestream for such a long time. I've really enjoyed it, to be honest. It's something I want to do a bit more of. It has been a very enjoyable livestream. Thank you everyone who's joined in. Simple Boy Keller Gaming, Binny for dropping in earlier, Subaru Turbo. Yeah, thank you everyone for who's joined in. It's been a really good. I've really enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this morning's stream as well. Really enjoyed this morning's stream with Assassin's Creed Valhalla. And I've really enjoyed this GT Sports stream. It's been really good fun. I'm annoyed at how it ended, admittedly. Wasn't the way I wanted it to end. But I will just check my driver rating, see how much we lost in that last one quickly before we go. If you don't know, there is an app GTS companion app, which will tell you your current driver rating, your current sports and rain, and all the stats in between. We have gone down, so our driver rating is now standing at 12,161, which is low B. It's not as low as we started today, so we have gained some. Safety rating is down to 64 out of 99, so we are only 1 point off A, but we made a couple of team mistakes. But yeah, it's been a fantastic stream. I've really enjoyed it. I'm surprised how much I've enjoyed it, and I don't mean that in a derogatory way. I mean that in a good way. I was a bit nervous about doing another GT Sports stream since it's been a while. I'm very rusty. But yeah, it'd be so. I might look at doing it again this week, later on in the week, I think. So no live stream tonight, no tomorrow until, but there'll be a live stream of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. There'll be a 41st live stream tomorrow evening, Tuesday evening, around 9, half 9. And thank you to everyone that's watched the No Man's Sky shorts. They are, I mean, I'm amazed at how many views they are getting. They're in the 300 to 400s now, just for less than a minute videos. So thank you all very much for those. And if you're into No Man's Sky, a bit of space exploration, a documentary kind of style videos, have a look at Discovering One Planet at a Time that came out on Sunday. But yeah, thank you again, everyone, for joining the stream. I really, really enjoyed it. And we'll be back Tuesday evening for Assassin's Creed Valhalla, carrying on in Lincolnshire. So yeah, thank you very much. You've all been amazing, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.